Hi, David here, One Up Gaming, episode 380 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So this week, I'm going to send emails out for people who have entered the competition for the EA Sports FC24 for the Xbox. So if you receive an email on the YouTube sort of service, then yes, that is me sending you an email. All I'm going to do is send an email to everyone that's entered, and just to send a message for you guys to send me an email, so then I can put your names and email addresses into a hat, and then when I draw these out, I can just send the code straight to the email address, and it's much easier for me to work it all out. So that's what I'll be doing soon. I'll be sending those emails out. So last chance, if you want to win EA Sports FC24, please just select any of our videos on our YouTube channel, follow our YouTube channel, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and just leave a comment saying soccer, I want to win, football, that type of thing, and I will get on and see about that. So as always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album, it's available now, you can buy it, stream it, rent it, all that good stuff. And 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. If you want to help a good friend of ours, Joseph Dowling, his book is available on the Kindle store, and it's called The Outrunners. So please buy this book, send him an email, just say thank you for the book, it's great, you're an amazing writer, all that good stuff. And yeah, hopefully he's doing well, because he needs it, because it helps run the Four Quarters arcade bars. And I know for a fact brick and stone shops aren't doing great, so hopefully the arcade bars are doing amazing for him, but every little helps. Please go to our website, oneupgaming.co.uk. You can go there, you can buy, well, I was going to say you can buy, but no, you can't buy this was from Primark. But yeah, you can buy t-shirts, hats, cups, beanie hats, badges, all sorts from there, bottles and all that good stuff. So just go to our website where you can get reviews and features and news. Go to our Etsy store, which is just One Up Gaming, all one word, and you can go buy a lot of our products. You can also get our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com, and with that you can buy that, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK. So we'll go straight into the games played this week. So back after this quick break.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating all big.
And we're still here, still me, David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 380 of the One Up Gaming podcast. This week, I'm not going to mention the EA Sports FC code anymore. If you want it, just subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment saying football, soccer, I want the code, that kind of thing. I'll be giving emails out this week, and then I'll get the hat done for recording for next week. So first of all, we have had a quick go at classic games, both for the 32X, probably the best games on the 32X in my opinion, and that is Virtua Fighter and Virtua Racing Deluxe. So both these games, both AM2 classics. Now I love AM2. Virtua Fighter wasn't made by AM2 for the 32X. It was made by an American company, I believe. But it's an amazing technical feat. Yes, the polygons are a little bit lower. Yes, the characters are smaller in scale, but the backgrounds look amazing. There's no popping and distortion like there was on the Saturn version. It's a great game. It's like frame rate's perfect. The game plays well. They've slightly tweaked it a bit so it plays differently. So it threw me for a 6. It's slightly different. Not as good as the Saturn or the arcade version, but it's still a bloody good game for the 32X. And then Virtua Racing Deluxe. Now, for a time, back in like 95-ish, this was probably my favourite game ever. I loved it. I loved the flat shaded polygons. I loved the extra circuits. I loved the 2 extra cars. And I just played it and played it and played it, and I absolutely adored it. It looks amazing, sounds amazing. Arcade racing at its best. Pure class. So we're going to the next game we played this week, and that is Car Simulator 2. And we got the center code to help promote it for the iOS. I think it's free to play. It's a game where a full open world environment. You buy a car, you can do it up, you can drive around, do puzzles, do missions and all that good stuff. And then you get more money, more cars, repeat the process. Unfortunately, I think the open world engine is a bit rubbish and it's just not quite functional enough for this game, and I wouldn't recommend it. Even though it's free to play, I still think it's a bad game. See what you think about it on the trailer that's playing, but we didn't like it that much. We're putting a review up soon. Unfortunately, Christmas and all that good stuff is getting in the way of everything, and I'm really working so much and going to see my mum at home, and it's just everything's chaotic at the moment. I played Ibris Build to Destroy, and I played this again because my old PC ran it in the lowest resolution possible, in the lowest graphical settings possible, and it still ran at about 12 frames a second. I got my little mini PC up and running, and I played this, and it runs it in like ultra mode at full speed, like 1,000 frames, 1,000 frames a second, and it just looks amazing. It's a puzzle strategy sort of game where you have to build structures, and then once you press the play button, the built structure has to fall over and knock down the building in question or hit the sensitive area of that building, and then explosions happen, particles and bricks fly everywhere. It looks amazing. I really love this game. So then the next game we played was Cannon Fodder 3. Now, I loved Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder 2 was a little bit weird. It went into space and on the moon and all that good stuff, and aliens invaded. I liked the so-called seriousness of the first one, and then it went a bit silly. And then this one, I don't know, it's full 3D graphics. It's still the same kind of controls, but I just kind of miss the simplicity of the older ones. I felt though when you were trying to scroll around the map, the map sort of like the view kind of moved around a bit too much. Wasn't quite as perfect as the old games. The controls were a little bit off, and I just feel as though like when a character dies in the original games, there's like the gravestones that come up with like Lost in Service, with the music playing really somber, really treats with respect for the people who have died in the game, and it's just an amazing thing to see. Whereas this one, it didn't have the music. It had the gravestone and the names, but the music was just the background music, and it was like those little things really add to make the game. And unfortunately, I think that the developers of this just didn't have the attention to detail or the care of detail when they were making this game. I think they just tried to make it quickly and as cheaply as possible, and unfortunately, it was just not very good. Play the original. Original's amazing on any system, Mega Drive, Amiga, PC. Just play it, it's great. Next up, While the Iron's Hot. Now this one is a 2D side-scrolling puzzle building sort of game where it's very pixelated graphics, looks amazing, and you start off on a boat. The boat sinks and you end up washed up on shore. Your big ambition in life is to become a iron forger, whatever you want to call him, and you help build this guy's factory back up, and you collect things, chop trees down, collect things like Minecraft, but it's in a full 2D environment, and it's good. I really enjoyed it, got into it. The story seemed quite compelling, and it was just a really nice little game. And I would say While the Iron's Hot is a good little game, and give it a go, see what you guys think. Leave comments. Do you guys like this style of game? And the last game I played this week is a game called Dune Spice Wars, and this one I bought because I love Dune. I loved the original movie. I love the remake of the movie that came out, was it a couple of years ago now, and the new one, the new sequel to it, should be out next year. Then they've saying that they've written the third movie that should be starting to be shot soon. I love Dune. I think it's an amazing movie. I just wanted to give this game a go. Unfortunately, it's a top-down, turn-based. Well, no, it's a strategy game, similar to like the Command and Conquers, but much more complicated, much more in-depth strategy involved. And as people know, I am not the smartest of tools, and I was lost. I was pressing random buttons for 25 minutes just trying to work things out. And because nowadays you don't get instruction books and things, and I just didn't know the buttons and the strategies and what was happening. So unfortunately, I just had to tap out. It looks nice. It's not the best looking game. It looks like a downloadable sort of game, and it's cheap. And yeah, if you like strategy games, you might really enjoy this. It seemed fun, but it was just too hard and complex for me. So that's the games we've been playing this week. Please leave comments, let us know how you think some of these games were. We have weekly videos on our YouTube channel, so please subscribe to us. Every Monday we have a UK Top 40. Every Tuesday we have a Boosteroid video. Every Wednesday we have a Which is Best. Every Thursday we have a retro-inspired video. Every Friday we have the podcast. Every Saturday we have the games played this week. Every Sunday we have the roundup of the UK. No, it's not the UK. It's just a roundup of the gaming and entertainment news. And that's what we do every day on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe, follow us, send us any messages for any games you'd like us to play at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk, and then we can look further and see what we can do. So we'll have a quick break and we'll come back with the news. So thank you all. David here, One Up Gaming, episode 380 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 380 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So we're going to go through this week's news. Again, if you want to win EA Sports FC 24 for the Xbox, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment about soccer, football, and then we'll put all these names into a hat, and then we'll get a chance to win this week. So please hurry. There's only about 5 people that have entered, so your chances of going into the hat are very high. So please get on with it now. Anyway, first bit of news. Well, this is the news section where we go through this week's news. So I'll quickly go through some of the stuff that we've been looking at. So first up, Spider-Man 2 fans upset after it won nothing at the Game Awards despite 7 nominations. Fans have taken to social media to vent their surprise and frustration after Insomniac Games' Marvel's Spider-Man 2 failed to net a single win at the Game Awards 2023, despite it being nominated in 7 categories. Spider-Man 2 launched on October 20th with a warm, critical and fan reception and was subsequently nominated for Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Audio Design, Best Performance, Innovation in Accessibility, and Best Action Adventure Game, as well as Player's Voice Award at the Game Awards. Unfortunately for Insomniac, 2023 was packed with fierce competition such as The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake 2, and Baldur's Gate 3. And Spider-Man 2 was edged out of all 7 categories as the results. So yeah, they're just going on about how did it not win. I think we've talked about it in our other thing. I just think it's very similar to the Miles Morales sort of game, but because it's a bigger game, the narrative's not as tight, it's not as focused. So that's probably why it didn't quite do as well as what they were hoping for. It's still a bloody good game though, still a really good game. Are you guys one of the ones that are upset that it didn't win anything at the Game Awards? Because at the end of the day, who cares if it won or not? If it's a good game and you like it, you like it. Simple as. You don't need anyone to tell you how good the game is. So next up, Xbox players are very excited about finally getting some Marvel love. Marvel's Blade is in development at the Microsoft and Bethesda-owned Arcane Leon, and while platforms are yet to be confirmed, Xbox fans are very happy they're finally getting some Marvel love. announced at the Game Awards, Blade will be a mature, single-player, third-person game set in the heart of Paris, and unlike other Marvel games like the Spider-Man series and Wolverine, it's safe to assume it won't be a PlayStation exclusive. It's currently unclear if Blade will be Xbox exclusive, though IGN has asked Microsoft and Bethesda for comment. But as Marvel isn't against giving its game console exclusivity, it's certainly possible. The best case scenario for PlayStation owners would see Blade be multi-platform, but given other Bethesda games like Redfall and Starfield are Xbox exclusive, fans maybe shouldn't get their hopes up, and for those on PC, it's all but guaranteed. I'm not that bothered. I've never really liked Blade as a character, although I think the games could be quite good. Like these sort of fun little things. But what do you guys think? Are you really excited for Blade? I mean, I'm not even excited for the movie, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future, shall we? Next up, Hideo Kojima officially reveals OD project with Xbox Studios and Jordan Peele. To reveal a trailer for OD, his latest strange experience. It's, of course, a bizarre first trailer that mostly features some familiar heads as they speak and scream out of the screen. However, the footage itself is said little about what exactly OD is. Kojima took to the stage to reveal that he's creating the project in collaboration with Xbox Game Studios, but it's going to be much more than a game. In fact, he's saying no one has seen before, but it is a game, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, a movie, and at the same time, new form of media. The floating heads that show up in the footage include Sophia Lillis, It, Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I wouldn't have a clue who she is. Hunter Schafer, Ethiopia. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna swing on that one. And Udo Kerr, Hunters and Swansong. I've never heard of any of these people. Just as viewers started to wrap their heads around OD, Nope and Get Out director. Nope and Get Out director. I don't know what the Get Out is, but I've seen Nope. It was alright. Jordan Peele walked onto the stage to express his love for Metal Gear Solid 2. While revealing that he's collaborating with Kojima on OD as well. Yeah, what do you guys think? Are you excited for this new game by Kojima? Or is it just another game that's going to be... I have no idea what the game is until closer to the time, and by that time, people will probably be a little bit bored. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see in the future what sort of happens. That's not loading. So I'll go to the... wrong button. So we'll go to the next bit of news, and that is Thumper artist and designer reveals Thrasher as the latest audio-visual experience. Thumper artist and composer Brian Gibson announced Thrasher, another colourful audio-visual experience for PC and consoles. I loved Thumper. I thought it was an amazing game. I loved the soundtrack as well. It's a project that, judging by its first trailer, seems to comfortably fall in line with the developer's past work. Details about the game are light, but developer Puddle and publisher Creature. My English is bad, sorry. And publisher Creature did share a bit more about what fans can expect. From the artist-composer cult hit Thumper comes Thrasher, a mind-melting cosmic racer, an essential audiovisual experience. Use fast-paced gestural control to evolve It's gonna be a similar game to Thumper, and if it is, I'm all for that because I loved Thumper so much. It was a fun game. What do you guys think? Are you excited for this, or are you just meh? We'll see. Next up. New Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, and more are in development. In an unexpected twist, Sega announced that it has new games from Jet Set Radio, Golden Axe, Shinobi, Streets of Rage, and Transformers Crazy Taxi franchise in development. While no release dates were given, in fact, the fact that these franchises are getting new games is huge news, especially for Jet Set Radio fans who have wished for years that Sega would release a follow-up. as the most recent release was Jet Set Radio Future. Bloody hell. Which was released in 2002 for the original Xbox. The announcement comes as a surprise, though, as Sega has been open about working on reboots for some of its franchises in the past. In 2021, during a financial results presentation, the company unveiled a list of IPs in its vault that it was looking to bring back. Among them were several games that have been remade, such as The House of the Dead, received a new entry within the last few years, like Streets of Rage 4, or like we saw tonight, finally getting a new game. However, the most interesting part of the announcement is that Sega teased more new games were being developed, while with many of the fandom wishing for Sega to release a new entry in its fighting game series, Virtua Fighter, as the last installment was released back in 2006. Only time will tell what else Sega has up its sleeve. What are you guys interested in? I love Sega to bits. I would love a Model 2, Model 3 arcade collection. It's very hard to do because it's like Daytona USA. You need the rights for the Daytona sort of name. You need all the other bits and bobs, the music, the sound, all sorts. And then even with Sega Rally, you need the license for the Celica and from Toyota and that, which is very hard to do nowadays, especially if it's just going to be a compilation sort of collection. So it might just never happen, but I would love that sort of thing. Anyway, next up, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Joseph Fares' first game is getting a remake. The Game Awards' favourite personality, I have no idea who he is either, Joseph Fares was back again this year to announce a new project. Well, sort of in spirit in the pre-show, because it's not a brand new game as many have expected. Rather, it's a remake of Fares' very first directed project that kicked off his his influence, the emotionally impactful game. Brothers is getting a remake. I loved this game so much. The fact that you controlled each brother at the same time, and then when I'm not going to go into it, it's amazing. It's going to be rebuilt from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5. According to publisher 505 Games, it'll remain faithful to the original. There'll be one new addition, though. You can still play Brothers single player as it was originally released. A new local co-op mode will allow 2 players to each control one of the brothers. Brothers is the Tale of Two Sons remake is being developed by Avant Garden, the Italian studio behind The Last Day of June and Murasaki Baby. I've never heard of either of them. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, PC, via Steam, Epic, Good Old Games, and on February 28th, 2024. Definitely one to revisit, especially if you didn't play in 2013. At the time, we called it a huge twin-stick adventure, brimming with imagination in their original review. And I will say, it is one of the best games of all time. It's amazing. It is really, really good. I loved it. If you guys liked it, please leave comments. Let us know. Email us, contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So we'll go and have another one, and that is the finals hit 200,000 stream concurrent within 12 hours. NBAG Studios' hit shooter The Finals has already hit 200,000 concurrent players on Steam just 12 hours after it released. Data from player tracking website SteamDB shows The Finals currently has 200,213 concurrent players, a number that's been slowly but surely climbing since it first released during the Game Awards on December the 7th. It's therefore unlikely this number is its peak for the day, but it will likely rise even more and is set to explode over the weekend. The Finals is a free-to-play shooter with a game show theme. Contestants plug into a virtual world and join teams in escalating tournaments. Its synopsis reads, fight alongside your teammates in virtual arenas that you can alter, exploit, and even destroy. It's from the looks of it, it looked a nice little game. I've not played it yet, but I will give it a go. I've downloaded it, so I'll give it a little go. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it because of the Squid Games, that kind of thing? Anyway, next up. Jurassic Park Survival is back from the dead as a new action game. Remember Jurassic Park Survival? I can't remember it. It's a cancelled action-adventure game from the early 2000s that we never got to play due to struggles at the development studio. Well, the name is back as a new Jurassic Park game, but it's got a totally different developer and seems to be based on a totally different movie. First, some history. Jurassic Park Survival was an action-adventure game that was once in development by the now defunct Savage Entertainment in the early 2000s, with Konami as the publisher. At the time, it was planned to be based on the film Jurassic Park 3, and it ended up falling apart due to a number of communication and funding issues. The name hasn't been seen since, but today Saber Interactive revived it. It's not clear whether or not this is in fact the same game brought back from the dead, or if the copyright of the name was just defunct and Saber was able to take it over. But the new Jurassic Park Survival is similar, an action-adventure with both stealth and action gameplay. It takes place on Isla Nublar, just one day after the events of the original Jurassic Park, with protagonist Dr. Maya Joshi stranded on the island alone. Yeah. Now, I love Jurassic Park, but some of the games have been a train wreck of games. They've been appalling. What do you guys think? Leave comments. Let us know. Let's get talking. Do it. Next up, Twisted Metal renewed for a second season at Peacock. Peacock's Twisted Metal TV series is getting renewed for a second season. Actor Anthony Mackie announced on stage at the 2023 Game Awards. Before Mackie unveiled the winner of the Best Ongoing Game, he confirmed that Twisted Metal would be getting a second season on the streaming service. Mackie is one of the lead stars in the series, playing the character John Doe. I have to give a sweet tooth-sized thank you to our incredible fans. I read every comment and was so blown away by everyone's love, support, and rabid enthusiasm for a paper bag. Anyway, I loved the original Twisted Metal sort of TV show. I think it didn't follow the events of the games fully, but it was enough to encompass the whole thing, and it was just really fun. I quite enjoyed the stupidity of it. It was a great laugh. Next up, The Walking Dead Betrayal is shutting down less than 3 months after early access launch. After launching nearly 3 months ago in early access, Skybound Games and Other Ocean Interactive announced that they're stopping the development of The Walking Dead Betrayal, with the project set to be removed from Steam early next week. In a new blog post, Skybound Games revealed that The Walking Dead Betrayal will be delisted on Steam on December the 1st. By December 15th, the game will be shut down completely. Those who purchase the game will be able to receive a full refund with updates confirmed to be published on both Steam and the official The Walking Dead Betrayal Discord server. Despite the hard work put into the game, we are not able to find a path to build the spirited community of backstabbers we originally envisaged. I mean, I've never even heard of the game. It's a multiplayer game where up to 8 survivors fend off the undead. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's like half of these games that come out, they're just crap with a license bolted onto it just to try and make a little bit of money and then fix it later. And it's just annoying to shit. Next up, Alone in the Dark reboot has been delayed once again, this time by over 2 months to avoid crunch. The Alone in the Dark reboot is delayed from January 16th till March 20th. Publisher THQ Nordic has announced that, citing the well-being of its developer. In a statement, THQ Nordic said, hitting the planned January release date would have put developer PCs Interactive under immense stress during the holiday period. The year is coming to an end and the Christmas holidays are upon us. However, until today, it didn't seem that way for PCs Interactive, the team developing our upcoming survival horror game, Alone in the Dark. With our initial planned release date of January 2024, the Christmas season would have been filled with stress and anything but a jolly time for them. Therefore, THQ Nordic and PCs have decided to go to give Alone in the Dark a new release date of March 20th. The well-being of our team is top priority, and both companies want to avoid any potential crunch of the Christmas holidays. In other words, good on you, THQ Nordic. A couple of months isn't going to do much to the game development-wise, but it'll help relieve some of the problems and some of the issues that the game might be experiencing. It'll give the team a bit more stress-free time as well, so that's really good. So thank you to them. Episode 380, One Up Gaming. Thank you all for watching. David, we're going to have a quick break and we'll be back with the UK Top 40. So back in a few seconds.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 380 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Going to fly through this now. So this is just going to be the UK Top 40. So we'll quickly get through it and then we will go straight into number 40, Gotham Knight by Warner Brothers. 39, Fortnite Transformers Pack by Epic Games. 38, 30-in-1 Game Collection Volume 1, just 4 games. 37, Just Dance 2023 Edition by Ubisoft. 36, Pokemon Violet by Nintendo. 35, The Grinch Christmas Adventures Outright Games. 34, Super Mario Odyssey by Nintendo. 33 is Lego Harry Potter Collection by Warner Brothers Interactive. 32 is Resident Evil 4 by Capcom. 31 is Mario Party Superstars by Nintendo. Number 30 is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle by Ubisoft. 29 is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope by Ubisoft. Number 28 is Wreckfest, love that game, by THQ Nordic. 27 is EA Sports UFC 5 by Electronic Arts. Number 26 is The Sims 4 for Rent by Electronic Arts. 25 is Elden Ring by Bandai Namco. 24 is Star Wars Jedi Survivor by Electronic Arts. 23, Assassin's Creed Mirage by Ubisoft. 22 is Super Mario RPG by Nintendo. 21, Bluey, the video game, Outright Games. Number 20, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom by Nintendo. 19, Just Dance 2024 Edition by Ubisoft. Number 18, Football Manager 2024 by Sega. 17, Sonic Superstars, again by Sega. 16, Animal Crossing New Horizons by Nintendo. 15, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition by Bandai Namco. Really doing well now, that game. Number 14, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate by Warner Bros. Number 13, Grand Theft Auto 5 by Take-Two. Number 12 is Mortal Kombat 1 by Warner Brothers. Number 11 is the standard Cyberpunk 2077 by Bandai Namco. And then the UK top 10. Number 10, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga by Warner Brothers. Number 9, Minecraft. This one was published by Nintendo, so for the Switch. Number 8, Nintendo Switch Sports by Nintendo. Number 7, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 by Sony Computer Entertainment. Number 6, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe by Nintendo. Number 5, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora by Ubisoft. Number 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 by Activision Blizzard. Number 3, one of the best games I played this year, Hogwarts Legacy, Warner Brothers. Number 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder by Nintendo. And at number 1, still, EA Sports FC 24 by Electronic Arts. And if you want to win a code for that, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment just saying football, soccer, give me the code. And we'll put your name into a hat and we will be giving those codes out soon. And that is thanks so much to Games Press and the GFK Entertainment Software Charts. Yeah, all formats. Thank you for that. So that is that. Oh, my hand's gone cramp. I've just done all the recording in one go. So please stick to us at oneupgaming.co.uk. Look at our website. Look at the news, features, reviews. Go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/OUG. We also have our Etsy store, which is oneupgaming.etsy.com. And we also have our other website, which is ougtech.square.site. And you can buy things from us, all that good stuff. Please buy, rent, stream. Games-inspired music is available now. and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. And we also have our first 100 podcasts available at audiobooksontape.com, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK. Please follow us on Facebook, just search One Up Gaming. Subscribe to us, bell us, like us on YouTube, and join the group. We've got over 2,000 subscribers. I think like 2,030 or something now. You can watch us on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OUGUK, and you can follow us and send messages on our Twitter, which is @OUGOfficial. And if you want to send us anything, email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. And if you're listening to this on an iTunes or on a podcast, please subscribe to us wherever you listen and give 5 stars and positive feedback. It really helps with the algorithm to get things. And yeah, just subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Send us to friends. You just do all that. Yeah. Episode 380, the One Up Gaming Podcast. Thank you. Goodbye.